Hi everyone, welcome to MetaMind. Today, we're diving into a topic that resonates with so many of us: how to build confidence and overcome self-doubt. Have you ever stayed silent in a meeting because you were afraid of making mistakes? Or perhaps you've constantly compared yourself to others, feeling like you'll never measure up? Confidence is something many of us long for, but it often feels just out of reach. Today, I want to share a story with you, a story about growth, transformation, and learning to embrace yourself. Maybe, just maybe, you'll find a part of yourself in Elena's journey. Elena grew up in a highly competitive family. Her parents constantly compared her to her older brother, who always excelled in school. "You're not smart enough. You're not trying hard enough." Those words echoed throughout her childhood, until they became a belief deeply rooted in her mind. "I'm just not good enough." As she entered the workforce, Elena carried that belief with her. After making a few small mistakes at her job, her self-doubt intensified. She began to question her abilities, dreading every team meeting. While others confidently shared their ideas, Elena sat quietly in the corner, feeling a growing sense of shame and helplessness. Then one day, after a minor slip-up, her manager criticized her in front of everyone. In that moment, Elena felt like disappearing. But that night, lying awake in bed, she began to ask herself, "Am I really that bad? Or have I just convinced myself that I am?" And for the first time, she realized she couldn't keep hiding. Enough was enough. She was tired of shrinking into the background. Elena decided, it's time to change. As Elena dug deeper, reading books on psychology and reflecting on her experiences, she uncovered the key reasons behind her lack of confidence. 1. The power of external judgments. Growing up, Elena's self-worth became tied to her parents' constant criticisms and comparisons. She internalized their voices, believing their opinions were facts about who she was. 2. Toxic comparisons. At work, she constantly compared herself to high-performing colleagues. Watching them speak effortlessly while she struggled made her feel like she could never measure up. This pattern of self-neglect drained her confidence. 3. The weight of past failures. After a few mistakes, Elena started labeling herself as incompetent. She made the mistake of thinking, "I failed, so I must be a failure." These incorrect assumptions locked her into a cycle of self-doubt. But Elena also discovered that none of these beliefs were set in stone. They were patterns, and patterns can be changed. Over the next few months, Elena took small but powerful steps to rebuild herself. 1. Understanding confidence versus self-doubt. She learned that confidence doesn't mean never feeling anxious, it means showing up despite the anxiety. Before every meeting, she would silently tell herself, "It's okay to make mistakes. Every mistake is part of learning." 2. Embracing imperfection. Instead of harshly criticizing herself for every error, Elena began practicing self-compassion. After any setback, she'd remind herself, "I'm still learning. Everyone makes mistakes, and every mistake teaches me something new." 3. Setting small, achievable goals. She started small, like speaking up once in every meeting. Each success was recorded in her journal as a reminder of her progress. Slowly, her confidence grew. 4. Reducing toxic comparisons. Elena shifted her focus from comparing herself to others to measuring her own growth. Her motto became, "Be better than I was yesterday." 5. Reframing self-talk. When negative thoughts crept in, she practiced replacing them with positive affirmations like, "I am improving. I am resilient. I will keep going." 6. Leaning into her strengths. Elena discovered she had a talent for writing and event planning. By taking on tasks that aligned with her strengths, she earned recognition from her team and began feeling valued. 7. Daily affirmations. Every morning, Elena stood in front of her mirror, smiled, and told herself, "I have my own unique value. I am worthy. Let's go, Elena." Months later, during a key meeting, Elena shared a bold new idea. To her surprise, the team loved it. In that moment, she felt something shift, the quiet power of self-belief taking root. From that day forward, her colleagues began seeking her input, and her manager took notice of her transformation. Elena was no longer the quiet observer in the corner, she was now someone who radiated confidence and purpose. Elena summarized her journey like this: the roots of self-doubt, the impact of external criticism, toxic comparisons, accumulated failures, the path to confidence, embrace imperfection, set achievable goals, reframe your inner voice, focus on personal growth, lean into your strengths, practice daily affirmations. She wants you to know: change isn't easy, but it's possible. You are stronger than you think. Building confidence takes time, patience, and self-compassion. But as Elena's story shows, it's a journey worth taking. Everyone has their own pace, and that's okay. What matters is that you're willing to try. If you've ever struggled with self-doubt or are on your own journey toward confidence, we'd love to hear your story. Share it in the comments. This is MetaMind, your space for exploring psychology, philosophy, and self-awareness. If you found this story helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Let's grow together. See you in the next video.